Grab video game. Grab video game? Okay. Doing sniper. We're apparently doing fire sniper. You know, I actually haven't used Regal in a while. I kind of like Regal. We're playing sniper. There was a request to play sniper. And I was a little worried about, this is going to be a lot like the rocket launcher run from yesterday. The sniper is very similar to rocket launcher in the sense that, like, its base damage is so high and its attack speed is so slow. Base damage and base proc chance, but with a slow attack speed. It lends very well to a weapon damage build and formation mods. I'm sure everyone's done like an arc shot, triple shot sort of sniper bullshit. The only difference between it and rocket launcher really in terms of how it builds is you know, we did a lot of the like shooting at the ground sort of tactic with rocket launcher. With sniper, you obviously have to actually hit the thing. That could be good because it actually opens up on hit mods as a better option, and you know, bullets are fast enough that it's not too hard to hit. Some of the weapon damage mods can get a little squirrely, namely like chaotic shot for the most part. Thankfully bullets are fast enough to kind of like get around a lot of the weapon damage mod downsides. I'm rambling without even getting started. Let's do since I got this flammable enemies, I guess this is mostly where I'm trying to go with this ramble. Since I did flammable enemies, I'm kind of intrigued by the idea of trying to do a fire sniper rifle build to try to change it up from the rocket launcher run, because otherwise it's going to be the same. Let's do, how about black hole? Because then we can, you know, zuck everything up and then proc flammable enemies. And then, I think I want hammer for, a little bit more of a vertical option. I kind of just like being in the air with sniper rifle. Yeah, let's rock and roll. Oh, claw would have been kind of nice too. I have a feeling this flammable enemies is just gonna kill everything. Yeah, kind of like that. Probably bouncing shot here actually. Chaotic shot's a little too squirrely in my opinion, and bouncing shot kind of lends well to sniper rifle. It does have inherent piercing. Ooh, oh, I forgot to loot this. Oh boy. Let's do scavenger for a little bit of on-island healing. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it just lends well. It has inherent piercing, which I think everyone knows. I kind of want to do the parkour, but just getting like an early epic could be really good, like if it's checklist or gemstone or something, but I don't know. Getting a streamer loot from a luck chest kind of accomplishes the same thing in a way. Like it gets me more epics somewhere down the line. Yeah, anyway. Jesus hell. Sniper has piercing. I think that's where I was getting at. Sniper has piercing up to 3, which, like, I think people tend to overlook that when they're playing sniper, maybe. But like, if you're, my God, I think like maximizing how many things you're piercing is like a really good way to play sniper rifle. We're gonna go elemental because we're gonna try to do some fire shenanigans. Yeah, I think using the pierce is how you really want to play sniper rifle, and bouncing shot just tends to like help out with that goal really well. If only because you can really reasonably shoot down, and you're either like you can probably hit something twice, especially with bouncing shot. You can hit something twice by just shooting down at the right angle because it bounces up. But even if you like don't necessarily hit twice, it just makes it really easy to get the benefit from bouncing shot. Because remember, like, bouncing shot is not just a bounce. Like, it increases the damage per bounce. So like, you do kind of want to bounce your shots as much as possible when you're playing bouncing shot. Fire? Fire. Whew, that's a lot of fire. I feel like it'd be foolish to not take this, right? Like, this This will be hard to find. I could probably find fire shots, but this is something that I would have to hunt down. Doing a fire sniper build. This is actually a tough choice. Elite or double damage? The elite would probably give me more money. I will say that. The double damage would probably give me more something. I could be looking for like a time shot or damage combo, some sort of something or another. I probably would rather have the 2 chests. Hold on, this might actually be a hard island. Just kidding, I have black hole. Forgot about the combo that I talked about at the start of the round. Very good. Big shots is probably the play. Oh, link shot could work really well too. I haven't really been doing any link shot builds, so I'm actually kind of down for this. Big shot is fine. It doesn't really impact how our gun works, so it's just free damage. Link shot, we can throw some flaming on that later on and do a little bit of a flaming link shot build. That could be fun and new. Last I did a link shot build, I got returning on it and it made for some really cool effects, so I might give that a go again. I could really use like a bullseye. I would love to get assassin actually. I don't know how I just did that. I did that once before and Hammer's got some secret tech to it. There's times when you could do like a really good super jump and it doesn't bring you down at all, and I don't quite understand how. I guess flammable armor. Continue with the fire theme. We did kind of end with a lower amount of money. I guess that's to be expected since we ignored the elites. Poison shot's tempting, but I'm kind of down to lean way into the fire, and that might be like an elemental specialist angle. But I take the poison shot now just because it's like good and it will help me survive. No, I feel like that's the coward's way out. I will take another scavenger because that's probably going to be my only healing for quite some time. I really want to this big bones. I don't really have anything reasonable to sell for it. I would have to get rid of my scavenger and my flammable armor. So nuke all of my healing and something else for, I guess I could do the bouncing shot. Can I play without healing? That's the question. I think the answer is no. We'll grab the streamer loot and be satisfied with that. So against elites, yeah. That'd be a problem actually. Took a lot of damage from that. Also, there's a lot of landmines. Something that I actually need to do is try to kill like a limpet or something to get the flammable effect. There's some crabs. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay. Oof. Careful of the landmines. Careful of that beam. Ooh, ooh. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. That was actually pretty scary. Getting half health without any like consistent healing on an elite island is a tough spot to be in. I think the only reason why I won that so elegantly is because I remembered that I could proc flammable enemies off the crabs. That was a pretty good play. I think I want to do the blacksmith ring here. So big chest is the obvious choice. Could do silver lining too. I don't really feel like doing silver lining run right now. I do kind of feel like juicing the fuck out of this link shot though. So that sounds like the plan. Yikes. We'll take health shot. I don't think this is particularly good. Similar to the rocket launcher, it just kind of like doesn't heal enough for how much you shoot or how slow you shoot, but it's something. So I'll take it. I need to like set up the flammable enemies chains, and I need something to exploit that. Like it seems like things are dying fast enough to warrant a bullseye, but like a personal space would do pretty well too. I'm honestly lacking pretty hard in my health department. Okay, these are bad. I guess we'll do high caliber, because it's just one ammo off, and I have ringer reloading anyway. It's not like too big of a deal. Do luck here and try to get our econ stabilized a little bit with the Horde Island, that is. I guess I would, as far as the item goes, I would take more streamer loot or more arc shot. There might be an argument for me to take Driller just to try to get some econ going. In a weird way. Yeah, this is fine. Man, are we gonna make me choose between the two? Fuck. Health is a smart choice. But as usual, I tend to go with the fun choice and hope it works out. Let's go get in my fire. I want those Christies though. I do want to pop this open as well. And if I could keep that golden rock alive, that would also be pretty stellar. Yes, I did it. Uppercut's not bad. I guess I'll take it. I got a health chest anyway, so probably works out. Still no econ. All in all, my build feels really strong in terms of the damage, but I am not scaling at all. Homing with link shots. Does that do anything? Only one way to find out. Yeah, we're doing the health here. Oh, it like homes back into its... Oh, that's so funny. Ah, the build's online. Wonder if I can get away with getting this crystal totem. Scavenger heals for quite a bit, so I think I'll be fine. I'll take the armor, but I actually am starting to get into I direly need health status. That is an interesting pickup as well. I don't think I want to do a hot steam build. Also because I think I apply a lot of fire, actually. Oh, yep. Let's run around for a sec. Final armor actually pretty good there. Alright, I would actually very much like a fire shot, please. I suppose. Ooh, this one's actually tough. I guess the elemental specialist, that does sets us up for our global damage for at least a little bit until we find something a little bit more reliable. Do I hit the gold totem? Every time I hit a gold totem, I regret it. Like, I know it's supposed to be like a gamble and all, but there's just a lot of stuff in the game that isn't worth grabbing on every build. I don't think I want another health shot. I am in desperate need for econ. I'll grab this just because that remains to be like my main healing source, even though it's not really that reliable. The crystal comp is a really nice pickup. Like, I guess that's my econ. I'm gonna have to play around that. I'm kind of tempted to just slam this hard target, but the reason being, like, my damage is pretty good, and my survivability isn't. This could be a decent way to sort of like balance it out for a little bit. How much does this actually give me? 19% if I sell one more thing. So 6. Could nuke my health. I mean, maybe this is a good situation to use the gold totem. I think if I use the gold totem, then I'm not doing the XL. Yeah, what the hell. Uh, it's a really good mod. It is not particularly amazing on Sniper. 781 damage, that is oddly specific. I'm debating if I hold on to, I don't want to like build around it. I don't think I'm gonna really like commit to it at all. And I probably would like to salvage it eventually. The question is, do I salvage it now and like get a ton more? How much would it actually salvage for? 2694. I could get like a ton more or hard target. I could probably do another reroll. Maybe the answer to my question lies in the next reroll. Maybe we can be satisfied with that. I actually do kind of want personal space. Yeah, what the hell. That was actually probably worth it. The big chest. And another big shot. Cool. Yeah, that worked out. Now, the more burning question. Can I do the XL totem? God, this feels like such a good way to throw the run. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna... For once, there's like... There are two wolves inside of me, and one is telling me to slam every XL totem as much as possible, and the other one is remembering all of the times where I've done that, thinking that I'll just outplay it, and then I end up dying, and I feel bad and stupid for doing so. So for once in my life, even though I think I would probably be fine, I'm gonna listen to the coward wolf and just do a nice old-fashioned elite island. This is probably the map that I would have liked to get on, actually. It was more just like, the real problem is like, I can't guarantee I get this map versus, oh god. Okay, listen, I almost died anyways. This is clearly the correct choice. I can't guarantee I get this map over one of the other ones where I would probably be running into some serious problems. Full coding. That is econ, and I kind of desperately need econ. Juice is really tempting too. I just don't really have like great healing for it. More importantly, I don't have any way to really like cheese it. Like I can't drop a mango in order to create healable health, so it's probably not gold coating. I do think I'm going to take a second personal space and try to kickstart my health. This probably means I'm taking the juiced here. Is the build working? Never know. See a red crystal. I also see a glass totem. I think the personal space is going to do wonders, because I have a very easy time of killing groups of enemies very quickly. Yeah, good start. Another elemental specialist too, and a rig of vigor, and a glue shot. The game has decided to show me mercy. And a pumpkin shot. Or business, it's happening. Should I go for a danger close? It's just stupid. These are all kind of bad, actually. You know, people tell me Sonic Boom is good. It is 250 damage, and that's actually quite a bit. I need the econ. Yeah, I need the econ. It's a shame, but that's how it goes sometimes. Here's the real predicament. I really cannot guarantee that I'll keep my combo by playing into personal space. So I'm kind of choosing health over money at the moment, which just goes to show that I need something a little bit more reliable than crystal combo. Honestly, I kind of heal for a lot more than I was expecting, so maybe that gold coating would make sense. I'd rather take bonus crystals. I'm sorry. I know I just said that, and I know that you're giving it to me because of that, but bonus crystals just better. I'll take a blind fire. I don't think the spread will mess me up too much. It's just bonus damage. More economy? Yeah, the elites are the really big ones where you like me going for bouncing shots is kind of unnecessary on a lot of fights. Ow. Yeah, I saw that coming too. Kind of balancing cat aggro at the moment. With whatever the fuck I was talking about. Oh, elite fights are the ones where like if you have bouncing shot, you should really try to lean into like shooting a little bit ahead of them so you can get the bounce damage. Oh, I see. Matrix sounds good. Do I go for more econ? I have flammable armor actually. This could make. Oh, I forgot about the blacksmith ring. I could have gotten 2. Oh man, I want this so bad. I did just get like decently set up for econ though. This would just be so much money too with the armored enemies and. Okay, I'm gonna do this because I have blacksmith ring, and if I find any more anvils, I can catch up easily. Assuming I just remember that they exist. Holy shit, it's happening. Oh, I got stuck. Okay, because everything's dying. Guess there's no personal space value to be had here. Just a lot of money and a lot of let's take on the paycheck for sure. This is probably a no-brainer, right? How, like, can we math this? Can we do math? 318 crystals. Yeah, that's just too much money. Pass up. No healing, huh? Or do we go for fire? Yeah, probably be fine. Especially because we have flammable armor. Oh, I thought that was a hammer crab spawning in front of me. But it was my hammer all along. Let's actually just kill this guy real quick. No healing. Okay. This also seems to be pretty much all elite lightning crabs. So this also might not be like a get crystals island. This actually sucks. I regret this. I don't want to do this anymore. Can I go back and choose something else? I don't know how I'm gonna get those crystals. Unless everything just kind of dies right now. Holy shit. God damn it, just die, please. Alright, that was a little bit more. Oh, I got a lot of money though. That was a little bit more questionable than I was prepared for. Yeah. Now, remember, pro tip, for anyone still watching at this point, double tap does not work if you have piercing in any fashion. So, because the sniper rifle has inherent piercing, I just will simply never proc double tap. This is bait. It's what we call bait in the biz. I guess I'll take efficiency. Why does it work like that? I don't know, man. I storm spaghetti code. We'll see if I'm still one-shotting stuff. I don't think I want to. Well, I guess efficiency, high caliber might be okay. My reload is really fast too, and I do have sonic boom, so maybe there's like synergy there. I don't know. Okay, hell yeah, I'll just take all those. Nope, that's bait, remember. Scavenger has apparently been serving me well, so let's grab that, and let's definitely take Fortitude. I need to catch up on max HP. That is the, this is a great find. That's the primary goal right now, to catch up on max HP, because I have gotten barely any in the last 20 islands. So anything that I find now, I'm probably going to take. Could slam the Sonic Boom, but I don't know. I don't really think there's anything worth chasing there currently. Ow. Next priority is definitely going to be to start juicing that link shot, because it doesn't seem like it's doing anything, and I think my damage has fallen off a little bit. A lot of my damage appears to come from flammable enemies, which isn't the most reliable way to DPS stuff, especially because I'm kind of dying. Okay. That was terrifying. That was. I desperately need damage, apparently. Yet again, I think the only reason why I survived that is because I decided to start, I guess it's arc shot here. Go for the grubs, but even then, that was pretty tough. We'll do, fortitude here, because I think if I were to, like, choose any of these max HP perks to start leaning into more, I think I'd rather just have the easiest one. Boy, oh boy, was that an island. It is very clear now that our single target damage is lackluster. If I were to attribute to anything, it was probably the decision to do the double econ over the anvil, but that was sort of the gamble in the whole thing. Honestly, like, a big problem is that I have elemental specialists sitting here waiting for it to be used, but I don't have any, like, more reliable way to apply fire. I really only have... Oh, okay. I really only have the flammable enemies. I am actually super down to do some bomb shot shenanigans. That sounds like a lot of fun. There was that one time when I had to pass on a bomb shot. I don't remember exactly what run it was, but I remember it happening, and I remember logging it in my brain and being like, I'm doing a bomb shot run. Gotta show the respect to my guy, bomb shot. My healing is extremely dubious. God, I just feel like I need a lot of stuff right now. I feel like somewhere down the line... Oh, yeah, okay. We're getting it weird now. Somewhere down the line, we got into a weirdly precarious position. I think my econ's probably fine. I need to work on my health. I kind of need both max HP and healing. I suppose if... I think best case scenario is I find a Grim Reaper or maybe like a Regenerator, actually. I think the big thing is I just like... This island's actually going really well. Grim Reaper or maybe a Mango. Or any form of like... Obviously outshining item like a Ring of Defense would go a long way. Okay. Not the greatest, but I guess we just continue going down the path of fortitude. Funnily enough, my build is terrible for killing elites, but it's surprisingly good for killing champions because they generally always have armor and they generally spawn next to each other. Hey, can we please just get a fire shot? Oh man. I guess I'll just continue doing that and hopefully I can find a flaming here. I don't really want to continue relying on flammable armor, so I don't really want to commit to getting more flammable armor. I would rather bank on trying to find like a flaming or a fire shot, and then once I do, my damage will just immediately spike because of the elemental specialist. I should use black hole more because of that. That was a little awkward. Holy shit, my HP exploded. I mean, that must have been the personal space, right? What happened? I guess it's sticky? I think we put sticky on a link shot, although maybe it like... I'm nervous that like if sticky bomb shot, like they spawn and then immediately stick to whatever they spawned out of, perfect. That sounds awesome. I want to do that. But if they don't immediately stick, then they'll just kind of like fall to the ground and won't do anything, so it's just bonus damage. Bouncing could be kind of funny too. Okay, we're gonna definitely do that. Maybe we do sticky and bouncing, and like if that does happen, they just sit there and bounce in place for like a couple seconds, and they can manage to hit something else. No fucking way, that's how that would work. I mean, not exactly what I had in mind, but it is more practical than I assumed it would be. Yeah, whatever. We'll try it out. No, I guess more personal space sounds good. Tasty Orange definitely sounds good because I think that we're killing groups of enemies very well. Stream Elite sounds good. I'll grab armor. Not. Damage shot. Here we go. Now we're talking. I don't want to get rid of honestly the boomerang shot. Uppercut. I think uppercut's a trap too. I think this is deceptively not good. On all the weapons, sniper rifle probably makes the most sense with it. But you look, I think it's easy to look at this and say, wow, 250% more damage? That's so much damage. And like, you look at the 5th shot part and it's like, oh, that's not hard. I'm going to be shooting anyway. So like, that's a lot of damage. But like, another way to interpret this, since it's basically just like a certain amount of damage per shot, right? 50%? This might have actually gotten buffed since I last looked at it. Yeah, no, yeah. This is basically the equivalent of like a 50% weapon mod, right? Because if there was another mod that was just like 50% more damage, so it's just adding 50 damage per shot, then in 5 shots you would have added 250 more damage to the overall amount of DPS that you just did, right? So regardless of whether you like do it on the 5th shot and like all of that is added together and added to that 5th shot, or it's just 50 damage per shot for 5 shots, it's the same amount of DPS, and a 50% damage mod, like we're running around right now, it's fine. It's nothing crazy. The condition, the downside of it is it's all just backloaded on that back shot. So you can exploit that. If there's like, if you were counting your shots and there's like a really specific target that you really needed to kill right now, like, okay, that makes sense. You could play around that, but otherwise, I think the game's so like chaotic a lot of the time that it's kind of hard to play around that, and all you can do is just hope that it's adding enough DPS to your build to be worth hanging on to. And I don't know if it does a lot of the time. I think Uppercut's kind of weirdly bad. Oh, we got some random crabs to start the flammable enemy chain. I actually don't do any single target damage. This is going to be a little tough. I think we maybe start with a giant ant because we can trigger the flammable enemies and just get some free damage out of that. Yeah, that's a good idea. The tasty orange is starting to kick in a little bit too, which is good. It's easy to get tasty orange value on this fight because the enemies will kind of spawn pretty close to each other, and just chain to each other, or that like they'll have fire chained to each other, right? Like that. Generally just seems to be happening to everything on the map right now. Thank you, flammable enemies and flammable armor. Alright. A little rocky first half of the run. The question now is, what do you want from this legendary chest? I could settle for more flammable enemies. I would also take like a firestorm or a fire strike just to give me something a little bit more reliable. Do I want more bomb shot though? I think bomb shot could be a big part of our single target damage. And I did say I kind of wanted to do a bomb shot build, but I think an even bigger part of the single target damage that we need is going to be like some source of fire. I'll give it a go. Like I'll drop this and go for a bomb shot. I'll probably get one. Oh, I didn't. These are actually kind of shitty in general. Fireball shot's an option, but I just attack so slow. It's just not good. These are actually such bad rolls that I think the obvious choice here is probably the rare treasure, which is just kind of boring. Like, I'm not going to complain about that. Red treasure is incredible. I don't need the mango anymore. I kind of want to just keep armor going because I guess I do technically have a combo thing. Healing seems to be fine. Yeah, let's just grab the armor. Oh, nice. Yeah, red treasure is good. It just feels like the optimal choice. You know, that's just kind of boring. This arc shot might actually make a lot of sense. Yeah, but accelerating shot would be funny. All right, and a loop we go. Are we succeeding? Probably. It's certainly an interesting build, and it's not as brain dead as previous builds have been, although it's getting there. Trick shot? Nah. I do want scatter shots. I prefer... You can see that like the boomerang combo works with bouncing shot as well. It just works a little differently and not as elegantly. I want a scatter shot to play with that. I'd probably rather take... Well, let's take the tasty orange. We're doing a lot of AoE shenanigans. Let's go speed chest. I don't think we've seen like a single speed chest, so I could just use some attack speed. I could use a stamina. There we go. Just gotta get the chains going. I would even take that accelerating shot, although I vaguely recall accelerating and boomerang not really behaving, or not really interacting well with each other. No. Tempting. Supercharged, yeah. Definitely the anvil, let's go. Oh, that supercharge went a long way, actually. Holy shit. There we go. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. Rare treasure just kind of goes crazy. What did we get? Flammable armor. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I appreciate it. Flaming. Let's go. What did we put it on? Probably the link shot. More bouncing on our bouncing bombs? Why not? More speed? Actually, getting an all-you-can-eat probably would make more sense at this point. But I still want a stammy. Full stamina. The best perk in the game. Not bad. We got here, lightning claws. Okay. More supercharged. Do I want more money is a good question. I certainly wouldn't mind more money. I think I probably need to grab a little bit just to sustain myself through the loop. These things will probably get a little bit more expensive. Although, I suppose rare treasure has a lot of heavy lifting there as well. Feels like a lot, right? That feels like a lot. Nope. No, but kind of tempting. No. Okay, sure. Sure. Yes, definitely. I'd actually rather have the Tony's Amulet. Since I found out bonus crystals from the rare treasure proc, I think my econ will probably get a decent boost from that. More supercharged? Yeah, I'll take another health shot, I guess. And then this, more armor. Vitality is kind of tempting to just do the same thing we did in the rocket launcher run. I think I'm good on arc shots. The game really wants to give me attack speed and make me feel bad about not taking the fireball shot. Okay. Oh yeah, that's weird looking. Turbo ring. Oh, these are all pretty good. I think I'd rather have triple shot. For no particular reason other than I just would rather have triple shot. I think X shot is like technically better, like it's more projectiles, but I think it's also like more spread out. And I guess I would rather have like more single target damage right now, so triple shot makes more sense to me. I think that I say like it makes sense too much. Like something makes sense or doesn't make sense. You don't really realize how often you say things until you start recording them and putting them up on YouTube. Holy shit, is that a fire shot? We made it. Yikes. Okay, Streamer Loot is here to do some heavy lifting. I feel like I said that earlier too. A lot more cognizant of what I say. Sometimes I rewatch the videos and I realize that I like just say things completely wrong. Like I'm talking about one mod and I call it something else. And I guess just like I have these moments where I'm talking about something and I don't realize that I have called it the wrong thing. So now I'm self-conscious about that. I think I'd rather do a relic chest. What am I looking for though? I don't know. I think I'm about to enter the good old autopilot zone because everything is dying. I do need all you can eat so that I can fully enter autopilot zone. If that rare treasure could just, you know, give me an all you can eat randomly, that would be much appreciated, video game. That it? Oh yeah, I guess so. Oral amulet. Ooh, blacksmith amulet. Better pump our link shot. I think that sounds cool and good. I think I have enough big chests. We're definitely hitting this. Bench for that one time I skipped it, and I guess we'll do elemental. It's a cool little fire build. It's not necessarily like, I mean, it's turned into this, so maybe this isn't a real statement, but not necessarily like, oh, I'm gonna put a bunch of fire on stuff. It's like, I need to get the fire chain going in order to put fire on a bunch of stuff. Definitely not gonna be that anymore. Or elemental specialist, because that's like our main mobile damage right now. In fact, I probably want to hit elemental chests any chance I get, just to get more elemental specialists, because that's kind of our scaling at the moment. Tasty orange is there too for the islands, but I think in order to do stuff to elites, I'm going to need to make sure I have a respectable amount of damage. This is kind of a funny little situation I got going on here. Whoops. A fire starter would go a long way too. I don't have one of those yet. I feel like the firing is like probably enough. At this point, I want to ramp the overall damage I'm doing rather than trying to ramp my fire stacks. Especially because I feel like I apply plenty of fire stacks. The game agrees. Sometimes you just gotta go what the game says, you know? Scatter shot. This is where I abandoned the bouncing shot because this combo is just better. Yeah, now we're talking. I do this build way too much. I customer would go really well, or would have years ago. I think I dropped the bullseye. That's just not doing anything anymore. I guess I'll take more health shot. Like the only thing that will end the run is me dying, right? So all this excess money and resources I have, I might as well just continue amping my healing and survivability. Oh yeah, that's funny. That's funny stuff right there. Ring of Fury, or more scatter shot for more shenanigans. Yeah, Ring of Fury would probably be the better choice there, but this is cooler. It probably makes more sense to get perks at this stage of the game in case I find a collector. So health shot maybe isn't a good play. Equalizer. Hardly know her. Yeah, just do randoms. Be more interesting anyway with all the modifiers. I have no idea what part of my build is like doing damage, because it feels like I'm putting fire on a lot of stuff and that's instantly killing stuff, which like it is. But then sometimes I feel like I'm shooting at stuff and killing stuff, and that makes me think that my weapon is doing a lot of damage, but I don't know if that's really the case. Maybe it's the link charge or the link shot. Maybe it's the bomb shot? Maybe it's the elemental specialist bonus? I have no idea what is doing damage in my build. But it seems to be doing quite a bit of it. I hit the scaling limit. More flaming, please. Bummer. Orbiting wing shot sounds funny. Try orbiting bomb shot. I think I'd rather put chipping on the link shot just for more damage. And then I guess persisting on the bomb shot to give it a better chance to stick to something, I guess. Not really sure what's going on with that bomb shot, but we're gonna see more of them, I guess. There was a little bit of a preview to an Ultra Chaos modifier change. I don't remember if I mentioned it or not. I don't know what I talk about anymore. Previously, there was going to be more persisting. You could do like zigging on it to give it a little bit extra damage too. Definitely hit this. Oh, I actually want to all you can eat really bad. And it's hardening shot. That both sound good. Previously it did fall damage, or like fall damage is just a thing. Like just imagine you have Leap of Faith active at all times and you don't get the health bonus from it. But now it's been changed to I think something about normal hazards, but mostly if you fall off an island, you instantly die. Like falling off one of the islands in the ice biome, or even some of the desert biome here, just instantly kills you. And I think that's swell. I just think that's wonderful. That sounds so fun. I would much rather have that over fall damage, and it just makes those particular islands a lot more dangerous. I can't wait to see how often we're gonna get grip tape here, actually, to tighten my shot a little bit. I can't wait to see how often I kill myself by falling off. And I'm sure those situations are going to be miserable every single time. I'm going to be like, no, 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 I don't want to fall. And I do, and then I die, and I slam my bomb into my forehead. And I run it back. Helmet blades. Yeah, we got tons of money. I think we do matters anymore. X shot sounds good. More efficiency sounds good. Oh, you know what? I don't think I actually need all you can eat anymore. I probably have infinite ammo. Yeah. Especially with that triple shot, and especially with this split shot. Let's get rid of the blind fire. I'm trying to tighten our spread now. Oh, there's a link shot too. Hell yeah. Forgot I had that sonic boom. Sonic boom. Sonic boom. I really don't know what's doing damage. I'm throwing a lot of stuff. Collector. Hey, remember that one time I was talking about how it would have made more sense to get perks rather than health shots just because of Collector? Well, as per usual, I am prophetic when it comes to this game and should be listened to at all times forever. Dude, look at that scatter shot. It's so cool. This is the problem. Like, yeah, I do the scatter shot build a lot, but it's so cool. What else am I supposed to do? Not do the cool build? I think that's asking a lot, frankly. It's also good, you know? It's a cool thing too. Oh, watch this. Oh, I'm such a gamer. Yeah, I'll just get more elemental specialist. Whatever is contributing to my damage, it probably involves elemental specialist. I do not want to get this chest. The worst part about this chest is I always get it in the later half of the run, and I don't need it. I at this point, like, I have everything I need. What's this gonna give me? Probably nothing. And then I have to do all this effort to get up here. Show that I can. I guess I'll take a healthless power. That's actually pretty good. So I won't complain about it. Thanks, video game. Oh yeah, now we're talking. You want to win video games? You just do this stupid boomerang scattershot build. You'll win them. Did I get rid of that bullseye? I did. That's funny. This is definitely the time where I would be getting quite a bit of value out of it. I don't know what that was. It doesn't matter. Oh, that wasn't Elemental Specialist. I thought it would be. Yo, okay, hear me out. I probably won't die, right? Last time I did this, I died. This is why I'm saying that out loud. But that was also much earlier in the run and in a much less stable position. Much less stable. It's the slugs, man. They'll get you. The elemental slugs? You get hit by like a couple poison slugs and then a fire slug, and suddenly you're just taking all sorts of damage. I'm not picking up a single thing. Bummer. Oh yeah, that looks cool as hell. Works great for the build too. I'm like 90% sure the shots that are boomeranging back can also proc on hit mods, so just a lot of value going around. You like me some value. Whoa, what are we gonna end on? Splitting? I want to see these bombs go weird. Actually, oh yeah, let's put that on that. So that was cool, right? Alright, bombs, do your thing. Oh yeah, maybe I should have put returning on that. That's hilarious looking. If I can kill this thing. I'm just gonna pop this streamer loot and get damage from collector, I guess. Because this is over. Oh yeah, this is super over. Holy shit. Never been more over. Hey, that was actually like, you know, I had to think about it there in the early game. The build wasn't quite complete yet, but we got there. We figured it out. We worked with what we got. Made a pretty fun sniper build. That's quite a bit of damage too, actually. Holy shit. Thanks for watching.